Scotland Yard has examined the crime scene. The guests have all been questioned, and only you three remain. I wish to know your whereabouts, from the time you arrived until the Countess fainted. Mr. Wickabane.
I arrived around 6, just like everyone else, and was discussing business with some acquaintances. When the lights came back on and Count de Blanc was at the top of the stairs, I supposed another one of his grand entrances. I was listening to his speech when...
Of course, I went to go help Countess de Blanc after she fell.
Lies! You were stuffing your face with those chocolates you always carry in your pockets.
And those business deals were talk of a gambling event to happen later this week. Gambling to feed your addiction to saltwater taffy. I should think your gambling has left your finances in shambles. Baron Bank, your account.
I arrived late because I was busy checking the latest trade. I then joined my usual group. The lights dimmed, and of course it's one of Count de Blanc's openings. Speech. Of course I went to attend Countess de Blanc.
Blasphemy! You screamed as if the Grim Reaper had goosed you.
That checks out. And those trade deals you mentioned. Something to do with that tea that was illegally smuggled recently. And you, Basil?
I arrived with my wife at 6 p.m. exactly. I talked with some other gentlemen, business related. When the lights dimmed, I knew it must have been the Count. The Countess screamed, caught her as she fainted. People started panicking, and Count de Blanc came down the stairs. Thankfully, the Countess began to regain consciousness, and Abigail handed her a drink.
So, Mr. Basil was in the closest proximity to the victim at the moment of the crime.
You think I would steal from the same people who helped me start my business?
May I examine your cane? Interesting. So your cane wouldn't happen to be hollow by chance?
It is. I store personal effects in it when I travel.
I see. Send them in.
Have you found the culprit, detective?
Better. I found the necklace.
Oh. Frederick!
But I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry for the sudden shock, but I assure you, you're innocent.
Of course he's innocent. My husband is no thief and never will be. Must have been framed.
I'm sure you had no intention of framing your own husband, Mrs. Basil. Mr. Basil keeps the mechanical parts of his cane operating with the liberal use of Barclay and Clade's gun oil, does he not? Excellent lubricant, yes, but for the telling blue stains, like these. I found these exact stains on the ladle for the punch bowl, and on the glass that Countess de Blanc was holding. However, Mr. Basil, as you can see, has no grease on his hands. Countess de Blanc's hands should have some oil due to the glass. And you were the one who was at the punch bowl during the chaos to fetch a drink, which you also confirmed during our conversation earlier. Everyone else was too busy panicking.
But detective, there are no grease stains on my gloves.
That may be so, but I can't say the same for your fingers.
Abigail?
Gentlemen,